and welcome to game number 36. That exciting music to start off with was Space Goblins from Sirenscape.
Space Goblins, I love it.
Yeah, it's literally Space Goblins, so I can have little goblin noises pop up every now and then if I want to.
Nice.
So today we'll introduce the online people first. We have online Mark.
Hello everyone, my name's Mark and I'm playing Jed, the unassuming bounty hunter sidekick of the party.
Who almost got killed by Fifth Brother.
Was it Fifth Brother or
I
Third
wouldn't
Brother?
say almost.
Third brother.
I think I was safe a little bit, just a little bit. So.
It got close. Someone threw you under the bus, I thought it was funny.
Who is that someone?
By the way, we're now up to David, who, for no particular reason, follows Mark.
Hello, I'm David. I play B1337, the heavily modified B1 battle droid, former B1 battle droid, current champion of all that is good and chaste. And definitely not engaging in slavery.
Definitely not, huh?
No, definitely not.
Just a little dabbling, not actually anything more than that, I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure they get paid. Not by me, but I'm sure someone pays them.
Also online today, we have Ross. Maybe. I think he's still online. He's on mute at the moment.
Did you want me to do mine quickly?
Okay, so we'll come back.
He's not dropped either.
We'll come back to Ross. So at the moment we have Ariadna.
I am Thane True Striker, or Saya, known by most people. I am a human Mandalorian, kind of wish I was a bounty hunter right now, but sector ranger for the moment because it pays the bills. And hopefully all of my training I've been practicing Mandalorian dueling in my downtime, and I'm hopefully going to actually get good enough at it soon to join a competition at basic level. I think that's me and my goals for now. I think I still have all my limbs.
So far. Join the club.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Let's see. Me in a Mandalorian base level dueling competition, delimbed. B1 over the moon about being able to experiment yet again with appendages and.
Just be like the Black Knight from Monty Python. I'll fight you with my teeth.
Well, yeah, I'll definitely do that. Mandalorians don't give up.
Exactly.
I should get myself some rabbit slippers.
Also at the table we have Mike.
Hello, I am eBayer, a Jawa from the cryptocurrency fields of Alderaan. I am a successful gambler and mechanic. I run many successful side ventures, have my DJing business, I have my very successful reality TV series, 15 seconds of fame before you're arrested.
Full time.
And soon to sprout many spin-off series. And yeah, I have a large Jawa family. I have Marketplace cousin. I have Tree Gum, another cousin. Amazoon, another cousin. Online Greys, another cousin. And DOLA. Yes, another cousin. Many others, but the important one's me.
You did want to do this on my stage, rather, but yes.
And yeah, I'm the Jawa with purple eyes, and that's me.
And we have Kesley.
Alright, I am playing kind of Cape Weird, the Mandalorian human, was fairly low-born within the Mandalorian society, but during our adventures has become leader of the group. Currently senior sector ranger, and also heavily debating her moral standings with how things have been going lately, and trying to figure out possibly a way out of the situation that we find ourselves in. But alas, we are here and I am doing my duty.
And online, Ross has joined us again.
Yes, I'm playing Khaled, the enforcer that's now managed to start on his armoring skills to go back to the family profession.
Yes, encasing people in steel so they don't have to be killed.
There you go.
Okay, so who wants to do the recap of last session?
I can. It's fine. Just trying to remember where we started.
I did join the one from last week. You don't trust Guardians.
Misa sad!
Alrighty. So,
Mesa murder.
as we're
Yeah,
just
but we've
trying
also got
to...
crazy taxi.
yeah. So as we're getting settled in our base that is above Terrinoth, we're just kind of figuring out where we're at, trying to figure out if there's any terrorist movement within the area that we need to start looking at. As we're kind of figuring stuff out, we get a ping that there is somebody with clearances to just go all the way through. And I, misinterpreting that, invited them to stop. And they're just like, why did we stop? And they ended up being the third brother. And that was a problem. And our lovely B1 trying to help the situation, quote unquote, indicates that there is a force sensitive person that we are aware of. Meanwhile, Jed is with Maverick, the Gungan captain.
Absolutely no repercussions whatsoever.
So
Zero.
we have to figure our way out of trying to throw a friend, depending on who you're asking, under the bus, while also protecting a family member from actually being discovered. So, we end up convincing third brother that Maverick is the Force user, that our person with him is just there for protection or capturing purposes, but Maverick kind of catches on and opens fire at us while we're in the base, and thankfully we're able to close the airlock before anything is too crazy. As things are going on, like, we all get kind of out of the way so that third brother can do his search, and as we return, we find third brother all chopped up to bits in a Republic fighter ship taking off with a Gungan and a person with orange skin. So people, player knowledge, possibly Ahsoka. So we were thankfully saved by the rebels, but but now there is no reports of any terrorist activity within the area. Congratulations, we did our job.
Yes, you wiped out the rebel cell.
We have wiped out the rebel cell. We did our job so well. So what I'm thinking is, since we're pretending to help the Empire while also pseudo-helping the rebels, what we actually need to be doing is pseudo-helping the rebels while actually helping the Empire, because we're so bad at it that we'll actually help the rebels.
Hopefully you're keeping me in the dark about these terrorists.
I have kept you... No, you know them as terrorists, according to Sector Ranger official reports. I have not told you the type of person that I saw taking off with a Gungan, because seeing somebody take off with a Gungan, that was not mentioned in my report. I didn't see anything. That's my report.
Mm-hmm.
These are not the droids from before.
So that is possibly maybe
Yeah,
one of the
pretty much
times
it.
where Kayana is actively choosing not to perform her duty fully.
Jed's had enough. He wants to kind of like have a break for a week because I think there's enough stress for enough week for one day there today. So Jed, because I think being held captive in a starship, get shot at, explode to a start into a
They didn't actually shoot at the
Right.
starship. The starship fired at the station.
Yeah, the Starship
Oh, yeah,
fire at the
sorry,
station, we didn't have
I
anything
tried
to
to
fire
stop it,
back.
didn't work. I sent out an escape pod. And then, yeah, I was feeling a bit, yeah. So,
Oh.
anyway.
I forgot the most important update. Thrawn got a promotion. He is now Grand Admiral Thrawn. That's where we are in that story.
Do.
Last milk.
Okay.
Alright. Does that mean that Thrawn's left the sector because he's now got, he's higher up?
You haven't found out yet.
That was the last thing we found out.
Okay, so with the start of the session, you're arriving back at Torina after having a side trip off to Al-Maran. That was where you'd had a side trip to.
Yep.
You're back at Torina. And as you come back to Torina, you find a new Star Destroyer in orbit.
Oh look, it's my new car.
Oh, a new Star Destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Hasn't been seen in the sector before.
Sorry, what was this about Star Destroyer?
there's a Star Destroyer
It's-
outside Torina.
It's appeared.
Oh, I see.
It's like
Would that be the one that Admiral Thrawn is on?
It is not.
Oh, okay.
This one has been listed as the Tarken.
property of eBay.
And registry has it as being the personal transport for Grand Moff Tarkin. Sort of like it's his version of a space shuttle.
Oh, great. Having a ship named after you, that's so vague.
That's super helpful. Player question. In terms of Grand Admiral and Moth, what is it?
The Moff is a person who's in charge of a sector. The Grand Moff is in charge of a region.
Okay.
So the Grand Moff Tarkin is in charge of the entire Outer Rim,
Okay.
and all the military defer to him, except for the Grand Admirals who defer to the Emperor. Anything less than the Grand Admiral defers to the Moff.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's kind of like, or well, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I have learned to leave these things well enough alone. I do not do anything unless somebody hails me.
Not anymore.
I'm gonna.
So much for the grand exalted leader.
Does this mean you're promoting B1?
B1 promotes himself daily, so like.
Oh, you know that the party would get things done if B1 was the leader.
Maybe out of force than anything.
We would get a lot of things done, but I never said they were good things.
I was gonna say it'd be a lot of chaos more than anything. Yeah, no, Kayana
No.
just gets everybody
No.
back to our station or range right now.
She hurts the kittens.
Yeah, basically, just get everybody going there, and we can wait for somebody to talk to us.
Well, as you dock, you see an Imperial transport there, all nice and shiny. You see a bunch of black armored stormtroopers.
Perfect.
There's about 30 of them here.
So what? We're being fronted up by fighter pilots.
No. I said stormtrooper, not pilot uniforms. They're actually in stormtrooper armor.
Okay.
Just gonna drop out for 30 seconds.
All good.
No worries.
So you will see some of the black armored stormtroopers in Rogue One. They are basically the equivalent of stormtrooper spec ops.
I was gonna say, weren't they a Mandalorian?
They were in some of them. I don't think some of them were in. I think they were too.
Yeah, they were with Moff Gideon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whereas the white armored are considered the shock troopers, the black armored are the higher training ones. So yes, as you come in for landing, that they are sort of at attention by the main shuttle.
Okay. Perfect. I will
Thank you.
get all of the. I will indicate for our consultants to walk around the other way while the sector rangers make a show to greet whoever's coming. Just not necessarily slink around the back, but like, get out of the way.
Well, as you come out, one of the troopers says he's waiting in your office.
Great. I will go to my office and I will.
Behind the desk in your seat, you see Grand Moff Tarken. Quite comfortable, looking through all your files.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Sorry,
great.
that was the main person, not the character.
Okay, I'm just writing this down. I greet the Grand Admiral with just Grand Moff. Sorry. Yeah. With proper respects and all that stuff.
Tarken's such a nerd.
And I'll give him proper respects, and I say, what can the Sector Rangers do for you, sir?
He's just doing an audit.
Alright.
He'll let you know when there's a problem.
I say I thank you for your eyes, and anything that we can do to assist, please let us know.
Well, I'm sure he'll need to requisition some people. And
Yeah.
he dismisses you from your office.
I get dismissed from my office.
Wow, you nerd. As if you got kicked out of your own office.
I was gonna say, do you want
The
to
wobble's
try to
good.
get the office?
The wobble is strong in that one.
I mean, yeah, I can get your office back. It's not going to go well for any of us, though.
I think we're good.
Don't you know, I am a wonderful diplomat. I'm very convincing.
I'm not gonna doubt you, but also, I don't need my office right now. It's perfectly okay. Everything is fine.
No, it's okay. I
not the
want it like
office.
that. I want it like that. That's how I like it.
Exactly.
This is not the office that you're looking for.
Exactly. Yeah, so...
Look at you, simping for the Imperium, nerd.
I'll tell B1 that, you very quickly almost got one of our team members, one of our family members, taken hostage. I do not want to put us in a precarious situation again. Thus, I suggest that we probably find a good way to help our family members at this time as much as possible. Trying to be very
Well, that's right, considering I literally saved your career.
I don't care about my career.
You could have been eaten by that brother nerd. That's what they do, right? They eat people or something?
I don't
I
think
don't
they're
know. All you weird
cannibals.
meat sacks are the same to me. Isn't that what Force users do? They like eat people or something?
I don't know. All I know is that they're all crazy.
Nerds like you nerd.
Nah, do not equate me to those Force users.
If I've got my helmet on the moment.
Yeah, but you're also just simping for the Imperials.
I'm not simping. I'm trying not to die.
I try to put my hand
The
on.
weirdest Mandalorian I've ever met.
No,
So who's
being
Jits?
a true Mandalorian? He's holding to the order that
Sorry,
is
goodness.
under
I'm trying to protect the family
Yep.
with strength and understanding.
Exactly.
And in all this, who's Jed trying to put his hands on?
I'm just putting my hand on
everyone-
everyone's shoulder saying, just settle down, okay? I just want to say that. In a
B1
nice
has no
way.
sense of sorry, B1 has no sense of touch. He feels nothing.
Okay. Let's just get through it. I just look at Kayana and say, look, let's just get through this and then we'll work on the next thing, okay? So,
You guys are so boring. Go kick that guy out of your office. He doesn't deserve it.
I think we're
I look at B1, look at Kiana, look at B1, look at Kiana. With the helmet still on, not having any sort of reaction to
Make
my
cannibal
physical
pins.
fires.
I heard that he said male
Okay, I think
Mandalorians
I
and
know what
losers. That's an insult to your honor, right? You should fix that.
Stefan would challenge that one.
No, he pulls rank. I respect rank.
Mm-hmm.
He is my boss's 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 boss.
Nerd. B1 lets it go and just shakes his head. You're a lost cause. With absolutely no sense of irony in the fact that he calls somebody
That's
else
exactly
a
what he
lost
wants.
Oh, then once B1 left the room, I'll just go, go. Look, let's keep him away from B1. Please.
Absolutely.
I'll say it. More than B1 going to cause a lot of issues, I think. Just sort of suggest that as a lowly contractor, okay? Wink, wink.
Yes.
I'll go off on contractor.
Okay. So one of the Black Armored Stormtroopers comes up to you saying, Moff has requested your droid.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I tell
fun.
them.
So much fun.
I kind of shake my head. I warn the stormtrooper, and I say, "I'm gonna warn you right now. He is not my droid. He is his
Own droid.
Own droid. I will take you to him. I cannot comment on his compliance."
He doesn't seem to respond much to what you're saying.
Yeah,
He just
absolutely. I don't
follows.
expect them to. So yeah, no, I direct them to where I think B1 is.
Okay.
Whether or not B1 is there, I don't know.
B1 is giving some sort of slightly formal lesson on human anatomy to his
Here we
disciples.
go.
Or was he actually after Betty?
You want to go on to
Yeah. So,
I mean, the question is, how do you interpret it?
Yeah, that actually is a very good question.
in the button. Did you want to pass the buffet?
I will.
This is session 35.
What was that? Session 36.
36.
Who would be?
Okay,
Who would be
students,
closer,
so what you
B1
need
or
to know is
or
that
that?
humans have a mouth
Well, you know where
and an
B1 went,
anus
you're
and
not
they're
sure where
completely linked
I
together.
would take
So
them to B1.
technically, there's one big tube from one end to the other. It's very strange. You humans are odd.
Yeah, no, I would take him to B1, and I would tell B1 that the Grand Moff has requested his presence.
The trooper looks at you and says, "This is an administration droid."
I will say you indicated for our droid. We have two droids on file. B1 is the one that tends to handle our medical and training needs. I assume that's what was requested.
Don't forget mechanical.
He pauses for a moment and seems to radio in through his helmet.
Yeah.
You can hear the sort of him talking, but not actually what he's saying.
Yeah.
It sounds like really annoying static.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that sort of thing. And then it comes back and says, yes, he's requesting the administration droid.
Alright, I will try to comms to Betty to see where she is.
You get no response.
Do I know where Betty usually sets up?
She rarely leaves the office.
That's what I mean. Okay, so I'll go to where Betty normally is, I guess.
Wouldn't we have a GPS tracker type thing on Betty?
She
While they're
would be
doing
able to
that,
track
B1
it.
tries to establish communications with Betty.
Yeah, maybe. See
Currently, Betty doesn't appear to be online anywhere as far as B1 can find, which is unusual.
Yeah, B1 will follow. He'll just completely abandon his lesson and
Is
say,
it okay?
Here's some sharp implements trying to kill each other.
and follow the main shield and the leading main shield.
Well, the first thing you notice as you walk into Betty's office is your server hard drives are missing. Where you store most of your
Whoa, what the hell is going on?
Either Betty's
Who's been
protecting
messing with the
us,
server?
or she's gone missing. She might be protecting us.
Betty's a droid that's loyal to the Imperials, though.
That's true.
So
I don't know, you know, she's an AI. She could have learnt loyalty
So all the
to us.
servers are gone. Is there
most of the servers are there, but the memory cores are gone.
the memory cores are gone?
Hard
So
drives.
I would ask B1, is there any way to get any security footage to see where?
That was on the memory cores.
I was gonna say, yeah.
B1's gonna go through and see if there's any sort of access logs.
Or anything.
The entire security network is down at the moment.
What was the grand mouse?
Yo, the entire security network's being gutted.
Are we talking
All
about
the memory's gone, all of our data is gone, Betty's gone, everything's gone. What the hell is going on? He looks at the stormtrooper. Did you take them? Did your fluffy winged moth take them? What's going on?
He looks at you and says, "We found it like this."
A likely story, especially from someone who's being whitewashed literally and figuratively.
Do we have a security breach protocol that we
Can I ask
should
Martin where eBay is at the moment? Is he with us or not?
eBay, who would eBay like to be?
I would.
In the casino on the spaceport?
Sure. Let's. Yeah, I duck off to the casino and start playing roulette.
Okay. So you're in a casino filled with about 100 odd Jawa plus many other species.
Okay. If I can't find any value again, okay.
eBay is very easy to find because there's always a eBay is here map available from the station.
Okay.
Just so people can pay for autographs.
B1 attempts to radio eBay.
You get through immediately.
Hello.
B1 plays a really high-pitched, awful screaming noise that probably does a little bit of hearing damage. Yo, short round. Hey, did you steal the hard drives in the server? Did you try and sell them? What have you done with them?
No, I know nothing. Nothing.
Sounds like a Jawa.
No, they're not currently on the gambling table at the moment.
And no, I haven't lost them either.
You sound like you're lying.
I leave for 5 minutes and you guys lose everything.
Yeah, everything gets lost and you're suddenly not here. What a coincidence. Where did you put them?
I haven't touched anything.
No, you haven't touched it, but you've stolen it with dirty gloves on. You weird. What? This is a really big thing. I'm serious. There's a whole bunch of Jawa porn and And like a whole bunch of stuff that I recorded of you while you've been sleeping. That's all on there too. That's outside in the real world now.
I haven't touched anything.
Well, look. Now there's gonna be a whole bunch of feet videos on for of you on the space internet.
Means I can increase the sale price of my autographs.
Now the market's saturated. Now we need to find those hard drives. Go and do something. Try and find something out. You know, dumb people who steal stuff.
Maybe one of your many cousins or all of your many cousins might be useful here.
Alright, I'll ask around and see what I can find out.
Today, tomorrow,
Stop
next week.
gambling. I need those ship parts.
But they're just about to spin the ball, and it's on 7.
I need those ship parts. Don't lose them.
B1 disconnects the line.
As you just before you disconnect, you hear eBay yelling out, "Enjoy having just won a jackpot."
Woo! What kind of jackpot? I need to get into this gambling thing. I was against it, but I'm now seeing a different way of life.
Parts aren't being lost.
So yes, what is eBay choosing to do at this point?
Anyone is going to be a problem. It'll be marketplace. Because people can't read posts and they always try and undercut the price. So I shall bring up marketplace on my Sung Sam 3333.
Don't you still have his account details so you can see if he's actually got any money, increased money?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yes, I shall open up his Collecting Wealth Bank app, and I can see that
He hasn't been skimming too much off your account.
nothing out of the ordinary. But I might just transfer some funds back to my account while I'm here.
No, you don't transfer it back to your account. You transfer it to another Jawa's account that you actually are the sole owner, but it's under a different name.
I shall transfer it to.
So is this Jawa laundering?
I shall transfer it to.
Is it Jawa laundering if you're still keeping it in the family?
It's a
No, he's transferring it to his other account, Behayo.
e-payer. Palpay.
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 Yeah, Palpay, yep, 100%.
I'm like, what's another one?
I liked ePayer.
Or what about Piz?
Mm,
Oh, Jesus.
You'll have
but PalPay works.
Venmo.
Sorry?
You guys have Venmo here? So
What is it?
it's another thing. Another thing like PayPal.
Yeah.
Sorry, just looking at Betty. I might just have a quick chat to Jan. Say, look, do you want to go around the streets and see if I hear anything about what's going on? Somebody might know something. And don't worry, I can go to a pub without drinking these days, so it's okay. I say.
Said
But
that
I'm willing.
before.
I was just going to see if anyone knows where Betty is. They might have seen her around the place.
I thought they said Betty was offline.
Yeah,
Betty's
well,
not
I
even
might-
here. She's offline,
Betty's
not even here.
disappeared.
She's missing. Our stuff is missing.
Missing and offline. I thought she was just in the corner offline.
No.
No, we're missing hard drives from all the hard drives from our
It's-
servers.
Almost as if somebody came in and took Betty and the hard drives, and or Betty took off with the hard drives, but Betty shouldn't be capable of doing that. So,
Now, it depends on who's around you at the moment, China, because I was going to, in a way, suggest that I was going to contact my friend who helps me out with my bounty hunting and see if they know anything about what's going on.
So you want to contact Saul?
No, my furry friend. I was thinking of her.
As a
I was only going to
suggestion,
mention
you might want to
she's
check
by herself, no
the
one's around, that's all.
the street camera footage from outside
I was gonna.
our base.
I was gonna say we'll check the security footage from the other hangars from our station. I guess.
Okay, you have
But I will I'll inform the stormtrooper. I'll ask him to reiterate. How long ago did you guys arrive?
They arrived about 10 minutes before you did.
Okay, and you found the station exactly as it is.
That's what they say.
Okay. I'll have to tell him it appears that we have been breached. We are now under security protocol. Please inform the Grand Moff that we have missing information and that we are conducting an investigation to find this information for both him and also for our own security. As I assume that you guys are the security forces, I'm sure you guys can handle yourselves, but we, the sector rangers are now
He holds up his hand up in the middle of you talking.
Yes.
You hear static again as he's talking on his comms. And he says, you can explain it to them off yourself.
Yeah, cool.
Come with me.
Yes.
And he just heads off.
Are you imprisoning them off?
I'm not imprisoning him. I'm just saying that he has his own security forces and he can handle himself and do whatever he wants.
So you find yourself before them off again, who you're having to explain why you don't have any files on your system.
Yes, so I will tell him. I was informed that you arrived just a few moments prior to us. I have now discovered that all of our files and our admin droid are missing, and thus we are undergoing Sector Ranger protocols, security protocols to do an active investigation in order to find this information. I say, please feel free to make use of our offices as you need. Sector Rangers are here to help, but we are, please allow us this time to do our investigation.
He says, sure, so where is your Imperial Liaison Officer?
Isn't that Betty?
No, that's Sandy Moore.
Where is Sandy?
He's not here either.
Did he stay on
He stayed on the station behind when you went down.
Amaran?
I'll say that he is.
No, I believe he stayed on this station that you're at now.
Oh, he
When
stayed
you
on
went out,
Terrinoth?
I don't believe he went to Omarin.
Okay. I will say that our Imperial Liaison Officer was here last and appears that he is missing as well.
Tarken just looks at you as if, well, he believes you're lying somewhere along the lines here. He has that look of not really trusting, but hey, most Imperials do that when they get high enough.
I was gonna say, I'm literally telling the truth. He's not here, so I don't know what to tell him.
Have we done a head count for our rookies?
I think we should do that, but I will let him know.
I'll do that.
Colonel Mustard in the library with the candlestick.
Exactly. So
I thought
I'll
we
just.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So I thought when we went on the ship there, I thought Betty came with us, didn't she? I thought
Betty did not go with you. Betty rarely travels with you.
So I thought for some reason you said that. My apologies. Yeah.
No, so yeah, I'll just inform them off that at this stage, I don't know much else further. I need time to do my investigation to do full head counts and full tabulations of what is missing and what we need to find. So yeah. Cool. 2 hard attacks, 1 day. Let's go.
And as you're walking out, you can sort of hear him swearing, not at you, but he's basically swearing, basically saying, Thrawn, what have you been up to? Sort of as you walk out.
Ooh, drama.
Well, the higher-ups do
People
actually...
on the archives that voice clip.
Okay. I'm just writing stuff down.
So our whole base is infiltrated with black stormtroopers, is that right, man? Or
yes.
Screw? Okay.
They are providing intimidation tactics.
okay, I'm not going to do anything I was going to do because I don't think it's the right opportunity to do this right now. So I'm just going to sit back and watch.
And they appear to be watching everyone.
Yeah, I will inform.
B1's considering getting into a staring contest with one.
Well, considering neither of you have visual outside eye changes, I'm not sure who would win the staring contest.
B1 is far more patient because he can turn himself off.
The one who ever gives up being bored.
Well, on the stormtroopers side, they tend to shoot when they're bored.
If
So
eBay's
they can't hit shit anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I think that's a challenge.
yeah, if eBay's around, I might do a bet between eBay and myself about who wins. But if eBay's not around,
Nah, B1's actually very passionate about finding Betty. Because Betty is a droid and shouldn't just be picked up and thrown around like property.
Don't you mean droid with spare parts?
No, Betty is far more useful than the other spare parts / droids.
What, the R4 droid? Actually, speaking of which, is the R4 droid still around?
God, I hope not.
He's on the
It
ship.
is. It is on the ship.
That's where he lives. R4.
Yeah, especially considering he keeps wiping B1's access codes.
I'll wipe that droid's whole memory.
It's like the useless
You guys
one.
know it's dangerous not to wipe the memory of a droid, right? They get far too feisty.
What, like you?
And how many years has it been since you had a memory wipe?
Well, he managed to get the previous memory back from the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not traumatic whatsoever.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so yes. So, if Mark's not doing much, what is Carla doing with Ross?
Well, I was doing a head count for the rookies.
You come up
Make shields.
you come up too short on the rookies.
Okay, so I'll track those two down. Are those the ones happen to be rostered with B1?
Nope, they weren't rostered with B1. These guys
They
were
associated with the plebs.
these guys were on your roster.
Were all the rookies here, I guess, then?
You'd left the rookies behind.
That's right, they just arrived when we left. We have to call together
I missed on where they were
all
stationed.
of them.
They were your direct recruits.
What's happened to our recruits?
Two of them are missing.
Along with Betty.
And Sandima.
And Sandina.
Oh, and Sandy.
And your data hard drives.
Have we had any leads yet?
Well, not investigation lead, but drama lead. As I was telling the moth that this is what was happening and asked permission to do an investigation, as I left, he whispered to himself, "Damn it, Thrawn, what have you been up to?"
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
Yep.
Drama music.
Lots of drama.
Well, he's a direct competitor for the funding.
Yep. So, yeah, I think we need to call together the recruits and ask them what they saw, what they know, basically.
Can I do, like, we have those investigation checks and things we got the skills at
Yeah.
a while back. Can I do that? If I remember, we partnered up with someone and then we'd, like,
Yeah.
put a bunch of
So
guys
I'll
together. I might.
fire that 2 recruits are missing, and I'll be looking for
Getting
them.
the skills.
I think Khalid was probably my best partner considering the skills needed, but I'll let you look it up. Don't go anywhere yet. I might need you for an investigation roll.
Okay, skill list.
Actually, it could be eBay. Where are you? Are you on site
at
or?
the
You guys are at a
casino.
casino.
Okay, so maybe not you.
Naturally.
Working hard.
Winning big.
Yeah.
Okay,
Working
so you had many options you're going to do. You're going to look for the security logs of the station.
Yep.
What else were you going to do with your investigation?
Well, there's not a lot much we can do. We could send the recruits out to question people in the area.
No, I need a question.
Can I suggest you leave the security
they were
logs to
here.
B1, the computer guy?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So I need to not interrogate, but I do need to question the recruit.
But perhaps once we question them, send them off to get information.
Well, I have to figure out what they say first before I determine if they're safe to release.
Yeah, I said consider it. I didn't
Yeah,
say you have to.
absolutely.
And considering the Thrawn comment, is there perhaps, depending on what we find out, one of our leads might be asking the admin area of Thrawn section whether or not Betty and Sandim are over there as a part of their investigations. Like, they do a bunch of investigations for us. We could say, you know, we're just trying to...
Would be interesting, but at this point...
as I said, sort of in the background, keep that in mind, maybe.
It would be the next official step that we would do, but knowing what we know about Sandima's feelings, I don't necessarily
Just kind of
trust what
brainstorming.
happened. Yeah.
It could be knowing Sandima's feelings. Sandima was nicked off with the
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
rebels.
And that's exactly why I'm not...
There's not been any
trying to-
accidents in the area, have there? Like, accidents where bodies have been found.
Well, you could check.
Okay, can we do that
You
as
can do
well?
that. Okay, so...
So why don't I check into that, like I might look into the event log or whatever it is we get while you question the recruits?
Yeah.
So we'll start off with the questioning of the recruits, as it'll take a while to get to the different server systems.
Yep.
So that will be I will use it as a coercion check, which uses will.
Did you need B1 with you to like intimidate them? The recruits kind of listen to him.
I only have a 2.
That's what I mean. What does B1 have in ranks of coercion?
I don't believe he has much.
Oh, does he?
I believe you're one of the most coercive.
Am I?
Well, are you trying to get them to do stuff, or are you trying to?
I'm trying to get them to answer.
I've got will.
Yeah, you've got 4 points
Okay,
in will.
so maybe
You're
I
such
should
a-
accompany you to question
Are
You're the best
you
person
trying
for
to?
that.
Are you trying to contact the two of them?
No, I'm trying to talk to the other 18 and ask them what happened while we were gone.
But it's a role that requires willpower, and I've got a 4. So we thought
I mean, yeah, no, I just have leadership to coordinate them, not to.
not to actually question them. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, so no,
Unless-
you need some help with coercion.
Thea would be the best person to help me with
Yeah.
that.
Khalid
I'm
actually.
trained,
Oh, are you?
I can look into the background intimidating, which can downgrade the difficulty.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Let's do it that way.
So,
Thank you.
so I can downgrade the difficulty by 1.
Yep.
And I suffer 1 strain from it.
Oh,
Let's
By
do
just
it.
just by looking intimidating.
I was gonna say, Carly is a pretty intimidating guy, so makes sense.
It would help if I actually got everything right on there on the notes. I'm just looking at intimidating. Intimidating is a carbon copy of grit, so I didn't actually finish building that.
Oh, okay.
things take time.
Yeah,
That's what all
I
those
get there
blog
eventually.
notes mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so yes. So you're up against 3 purple.
What is that?
This is after it's been downgraded.
Faulty batteries. If you unplug
Okay.
it for a little bit, it
And
sometimes
Carlin has
works.
1.
And
It's
3
3
green.
3 willpower, but
got-
1
Well, because you got
rank
4 willpower.
I've got 4 willpower.
So it's 3 green and 1 yellow
and 1 yellow.
against 3 purple.
That's it? Okay. Wish me luck.
Okay, so there's going to be a lot of strain,
Those go
but
together.
it ends up being a success. So 3 successes
How many?
and
2
2
strain.
strain. So you talk to the recruits, and the recruits do say that just as the Star Destroyer registered on their systems, Sandimo called a training session and took two of them with him to do a security sweep while everyone else was off busily training elsewhere.
Yep. Didn't happen to mention where they might be going. Didn't leave a message for us.
He just said he was doing a security check while the rest of the troopers were doing a training exercise away from the base.
At least you got something to tell Tarken for now.
And they didn't mention anything about Betty or the computer projects.
Betty and the servers were there at the time.
Okay.
But the Star Destroyer entering the system seemed to be the last time anyone saw them.
They use the word security suite.
Yep.
Which would be standard, you know, a Grand Moff is arriving, so...
So, on paper, that is all well and good. They know nothing else. I will say that... Carly or Thea, can either of you think of any other questions for the recruits?
Did any of them notice where they were going or what they were carrying, if anything, with them?
No, they were sent from your hangar on the station before they started their security sweep.
Mm-hmm.
They were sent on a training exercise
Okay.
on the other side of the station.
I would suggest then we go and send them out to see if they've seen or heard
Not
anything.
them, us.
Just us, not the recruits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Not
worried
that I don't
about
trust their
feet on the
skill.
ground. Yeah, I get it. We want to kind of keep this under wraps.
I think.
What about sending them on their routine patrols?
They need to be on their routine patrols back on Terrinoth. While we head up this investigation, they can keep an eye out for San Dimo and the other recruits on planet.
We could just put wanted posters up for San Dimo.
They're not. He's not wanted though. He's missing.
Just on their normal patrols. But if they happen to see San Dimo, mention that, you know, we wanted to check in with him when he's next available. Like, keep it casual. Like, of course.
Yeah.
You know, you as the senior sector ranger, you might have things you need to discuss with him. So something's come up. If they happen to see San Dimo on their patrol, let him know to get in contact.
Yep. Well, I think the rest of us need to investigate the rest of the station, and look at all security footage surrounding the station.
Yep. Do we want to split up singularly or go off in pairs?
I think we need to all go together.
So, well, the two of you have been questioning the troops. Who was helping the B1 access the server?
Well, Khaled and I were questioning the recruits, so I'd report back to you.
Okay. Yeah.
B1's doing the data. Did he need assistance for that check?
I would help, but I'm not very helpful.
And
Sorry, Martin. Sorry.
and what about Jed's?
I was gonna say Jed would help.
I was gonna say, doesn't Jed have some computing?
He does have some.
I have computing.
Yep. So we might also want to call in
So that
our
would be
consultant from the casino.
2 yellow, 4 green versus 3 red.
3 red.
And 2 blue for the assistance of the 2 characters.
Alrighty.
Of eBay and Jed.
Very fine. What's good odds, at least? Not the best, but...
Give me the info.
Alright, there you guys go. Bunch of dice. Sorry.
It could have been worse.
So you go away. You go away.
Hey, overall success.
And overall, so you end up with 3 successes and an advantage. So you find out that the logs of the space station were shut down via Imperial order directly from San Demo moments after the Star Destroyer came in the system.
What's that?
Um,
Don't know. It's okay.
B1 jumps on the radio, jumps on the communications array and starts talking to the rest of the party.
San Diego did this.
And you also find out that any departures or entries on the station weren't logged from that point onwards.
Mm-hmm.
See, and
Pretty sure San Diego bailed from the station. Also, he did all this. He
I will-
altered all the records. He turned everything off. It's him. It's San Diego.
I will say to V1, Sandima was doing a security check as per sanctioned protocols. Hint, before you speak anymore.
see, and you were trying to blame the Java.
He's saying this just to the party.
Absolutely, I know.
So what was it that Sandimo did?
He turned off the.
He used an Imperial order?
He basically used Imperial authorization to shut down the sensors and auditing of the space station. So it has no recordings of anything that happened after the Star Destroyer came in system. Which is extremely unusual. It's the sort of order you'd expect when someone's doing the equivalent of a black ops.
Wish she told me, I would have gone with him.
We were a little busy.
Yeah, you were a little busy undermining the rebellion in the sector.
Maybe it's better that we didn't.
See, and he was trying to blame the Java for stealing it. Completely innocent.
So he shut down all sensors and all
Recordings.
all recordings
So that there's no cameras
throughout
of
the entire
station.
station. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I finally got it all.
Mhm.
So perhaps.
Yeah, virus is back. It's the Neo virus.
Perhaps knowing this, we can add 1+1 and get that he's skipped town.
I'm kind of just slightly heartbroken. Platonically.
Do we want to see if we can find Betty, or do we assume Betty went
We
with
assume
him?
that he's with us.
Yeah. So, in terms of reporting this, should we just buy ourselves time for the moment and say that he's performing the security sweep?
I'm 100% for that because we.
Do we really want to find out where they are now, though? Because we'd have to report it.
No, we want them to take us with them.
Yeah, really, we do.
Well, where are you going to store your reports anyway?
See, there you go. Well, we have to do something. So,
Ideas?
Well, you can start by replacing the hard drives.
other ideas. Do we try to investigate the rest of the station to see if there's any physical evidence of anybody leaving, such as if there's any notes left behind or anything?
We could do that. What I'm worried about is how law-abiding are you? So if you find evidence that he's gone, are you...
Kind of had the same feelings as Sandimo did towards the Empire.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I think the feelings
Kind of cares more about Mandalorian customs and family versus Imperial, and like there's a reason why we came to Terrinoth in the first place.
So you're okay straight barefaced lying if we find out where they've gone and we're put in a position where we have to report.
I will put it into the most possible,
is it lying? If you
Yeah,
don't tell
I-
the truth.
Look, I'm just double checking
no,
that
I'm saying-
that's what you're prepared to do.
What Kayana's
Yeah.
going to report is that Sandino is doing a security sweep training operation.
I will support you 100% of the way.
And
I
then
just want to...
There was a corresponding theft that occurred during this time, and that we need further time to investigate. That is what Kayana is reporting.
Well, I'd suggest then maybe we split up in groups of 2 and go to the various areas that are around and just try and investigate if anyone's physically seen them leaving, and if there's any kind of message or note.
Did you say that the casino that Evia is at is on station?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Just practice kind of like selective hearing, selective divulging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a quick question.
Mhm.
Is there, like, we've known Sandimo, I have a feeling I got along with him rather well.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent quite a bit of time investigating with him. Do I have enough of a relationship to, like, do some sort of insight roll or something like that as to where he might have left a message for us, one of us, particularly, like
Make
maybe...
it a perception roll for your character.
Yep.
Would I be able to assist with that, or is
I've
that an
got-
individual role?
It would be an
One rank
individual.
in perception and 2 cunning.
So there'll be 1 green and 1 yellow versus, because you've had a lot of interaction with him, I'll say get versus 2 purple.
But I'd also suggest, Kayana, that since you had a similar relationship with him, maybe you make the same role, because you'll be asking yourself the same
Well,
question.
each person will get different answers.
Yeah,
Okay, so
of course. Yeah, they get different answers.
Okay, so you ended up with 2 successes and 2 strain.
Okay.
Uh,
So that's minus
That
4
would-
strain altogether. Yep.
So Ross, while leading, could you turn the mic off, please?
Sorry.
You remember that you did have a lot of things on your network that would have been considered not Empire friendly.
Yes. I presume that's why he took the drives. But in terms of maybe him leaving me or Kayana or someone not necessarily a straight out I've gone off to join the rebels, but some kind of message in our gear or somewhere around.
You'd assume he
favourite-
wouldn't leave anything visual or audio because the Empire is known for their thoroughness in looking through things.
Could I go to like a favourite cafe and maybe see if he left a message for me there or something?
Okay.
Yep.
So you head off to that?
Yeah, I might try that because we'd often have coffee and investigate together. But did Kayana want to do a roll for herself
Kayana's welcome to do a roll.
to see?
If I'm joining Theo with this train of thought, would my role...
You might know a few different things, but because you
Yeah.
didn't have as much
True.
time with him, yours
Yeah.
is 3 purple.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'd have. So I could communicate to you that my feeling is that he took the hard drives because he's protecting us.
Yeah.
I have 2 rank in
Perception.
perception.
And maybe in addition to checking around places of departure, I'll stop in the cafe on the way to
So
get
it would
coffee.
be 2 yellow, right?
Well, not coffee. I'll get coffee really, but maybe there'll be like
So you succeed.
Yeah, 2 strain.
Okay, things you remember is the Empire would probably have an override code available for Betty to make Betty divulge anything she suspects of the group.
which is why Betty's gone.
Yeah.
So,
And Sandimo would know what that is.
Yep. So we figure out between us. I'm not sure how much we want to tell the rest of the party. I'm happy to tell the rest of the party everything, but because you're our leader, I'll defer to you.
Plus, you also remember that Sandimo had been doing a lot of technically unauthorized requests through the Imperial network. So a lot of things in there will flag up as suspicious where he's
Yeah.
concerned.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just protecting us because Tarken's turned up to do an invoice and he's gone, well, I'm not happy here anyway, and these guys are all going to die if I don't do something.
Was San Diego originally under the authority of Thrawn?
He had gone through Thrawn's thing, and Thrawn had appointed him.
Yeah, he pointed at us. So I can either assume this is Sandimo of his own free will, or this is Sandimo doing something for Thrawn, is what
So
I'm
either
kind of putting together here.
You assume he's either on his own or with Thrawn, but either way, under Tarken, he probably wouldn't come out. Yeah, with the stuff he's done for himself or for Thrawn, would either get him a lot of trouble with Tarken.
Yeah.
Well, knowing that, is there any point looking for signs of departure unless we just want to make it look good?
We're trying to make it look good.
Yeah, then I'd say that that's what we do. We just try and make it look like we're trying to find Sandimo, but effectively do a really bad job of it.
That's what we do best.
Yeah.
So you gotta find
that's
him
pretty
then.
much it.
Unfortunately.
So I'll still stop by that cafe and get myself coffee, and I'll take my time checking around. So how many places of departure from the space station are there?
There'd be probably about 4 or 5 major hangars and many minor hangars.
So if we want to maybe split into the 6 of us?
You could easily have like hundreds of ships come through every hour.
Because we could split into 2, go to the, take 2 major ports, 2 major departure points each, and then if nothing comes from there, maybe report back to Tarken and see if he wants us to investigate further. If, depending on,
Yeah, that's what we could do. I would send either Carla or yourself to go, or I could go find Evea, and then you and Carla could go together, and then since B1 and Jed are already together, they can do their investigation together as well.
Yeah.
And
B1 can protect Jed better than most.
Exactly. So I'll say that's
if
what
inclined
we're
to do so.
going to do, to continue trying to investigate if there's any word of mouth or anything about the whereabouts of our people and how successful their security mission is going. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so Thea, while she's at the local bar having a coffee, sees one of the missing students sitting having a coffee.
I go over and join them. I might buy a couple of those big cookies from the jar next to the counter. They're dark chocolate cookies, by the way, but I don't say anything about the dark side. And offer the recruit one, well, when I join them.
Okay. They take coffee, the cookie.
I presume they got a coffee already. That's why I thought cookies are always good,
Cookies
right?
are always good.
We don't have any cookies in our house right now.
I was
That's
almost
wrong.
gonna bring you guys. I made pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. They were so good.
Why?
I ate all of them.
Why?
Well, they're obviously so good.
Am I worth so little to you? No,
I'll have to make them because
Like,
they're really
I
good.
totally agree with your decision, because
Yes.
were I capable of making such cookies myself,
Yeah.
I'd have a hard time parting with them
No,
too.
I'm gonna try to make some diabetic friendly ones for you guys. I think that'll be great.
Oh no, I'm good.
Full sugar.
I eat just freaking leaves so that I could still have chocolate. Like, it is, seriously, it's like 8 different leaves and a bunch of bloody lettuce, and yeah.
Okay,
Don't worry,
back to the game.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry about that. No, I'm definitely gonna make it again.
I was just reassuring that sugar-containing cookies are always welcome here.
Oh, so we didn't kind of choke him with cookies, so he eventually gave up all the details?
No.
Eat the
So, no,
cookies.
no.
So yes, he says he was told to wait here for you.
So I ask, how did the security training sweep go with Sandimo? I indicate through body language and facial expressions that I don't actually necessarily believe that there's,
A security sweep, but you're on his side.
yeah.
Oh.
I can be confided in.
Sandino told him to pass along that he's following one of Thrawn's protocols.
After I'll invite the recruit to come back to the office with me, and if I'm back in time to catch...
He's been asked to stay here.
Oh, okay. How long?
Until Sandino gets back to him.
Okay. Well then I give you an official... Do you need an official reason to stay here?
No, I've been assigned to wait here.
Been assigned to wait here? Okay, well then I won't take him with us. But I might buy extra coffees and take them back to the office and see if I can catch the rest of the group to pass on the information that Sandino is likely to stay.
I was going to say, do you pass that information on to me?
Yeah, that's why I'm heading back, if I can catch you in time.
Then...
But considering we're working
say,
really
calm
hard
it.
and efficiently...
Yeah, you calm that.
No. Well, I'd calm that I'm coming back. I won't calm...
Yeah.
Because I'd let you decide that.
Something to indicate that you have information without saying that you have information. Yeah.
I'd just say, I'm coming back with coffee. You should...
That's it. That's all you
should
have to say.
be there while it's hot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I have hot coffee. You don't want to let it get cold.
So, yeah. Getting the information from Thea, I will report back to the nearest stormtrooper that we have information on where our Imperial liaison officer and our data is. Would he prefer me just to tell you, or should I tell him?
You hear the static again as he comes through. It says, follow me.
Yeah,
And then takes you, so he doesn't actually have to pass on the information.
Do you want backup?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll take Carlin and Thea with me. If that's okay with the other people, of course.
As you walk in, you notice that each of you has one of these black armored stormtroopers behind you.
Yay. I'm not offering anyone in that room coffee.
Would be interesting watching them drink through the helmet.
I meant in general, Tarken. Not that he'd accept the coffee from me, but I was trying to be funny.
So I'll say, thank you for your patience, sir. We have concluded.
He cut you off, says, just reply.
Yeah. Lieutenant Sandino, has been, what was the word? Has been given
Seconded.
given orders by Grand Admiral Thrawn, and is doing security sweep training with the data and troops. This is under Grand Admiral Thrawn's direction.
Yep.
I know nothing further.
He looks rather annoyed. It says, extremely convenient. How long will it go for?
Well, inconvenient for us.
I will say I can contact Grand Admiral Thrawn for you.
Sure. Contact him then.
Yeah, cool.
Well, at least we know he's got a personal assistant or something you can talk to first.
Wait, wait. I can't do that just through comms, right? I
No.
usually needed Betty to do it.
Yeah.
I will say, yes, sir, we'll do.
Am I gonna have to accuse somebody else of being a force user again for you?
No.
No.
I will say we'll do, sir, as soon as I can get access to the holonet. As previously discussed, our administration droid has been
Seconded.
Yes, that word. I can't say that word.
It might be that we'll work on getting the...
Dean, as though he realises that we need to be operational, B1 starts hobbling together a whole bunch of parts to patch up our systems so that we can get some form of operational.
Most of the stuff works, just that all your stored data has been removed.
Yeah, so he replaces the drives, puts a rudimentary OS in there, and
So it could be you could get B1 to try.
secretly throws in some coding so that he has absolute control and access to everything.
So yes, you have given yourself the you install the Meow virus.
Yep.
And every now and then you hear this meow voice come from each of the stormtrooper speakers.
Perfect.
That's hilarious. I'll allow it.
Okay, so as you're doing getting everything set up, you see the black armor stormtroopers seem to be getting ready to go.
Hey, nerds, where are you going?
They ignore the droid. As you know, black armor
Oh,
stormtroopers
don't
tend
be
to
like
also.
that. Come on, tell me where you're going.
They seem to be heading towards their shuttle.
Oh, you're not leaving, are you? But we were getting along so well.
Hey, as far as Kara knows, B1's setting this up, and she just has to wait. Usually things happen well when you just ignore them and let stuff happen.
And as they seem to get the shuttle ready, you see Grand Moff Tarken walk out of your office.
Yep.
That he's finished with it for now. He'll come back later when he hears you've got your data back.
I'll say absolutely, sir. It's been a pleasure meeting with you, and look forward to seeing you
He
again.
can't say the same, he says, as he walks off.
Finger guns. Cool.
Please do the finger gun.
Yeah, next time don't try and steal our data. We don't need you here. Go away.
Gosh.
He pauses for a moment, looks at the droid, and seems to be thinking. Then shakes his head and walks off.
Yep.
Yeah, you keep walking. Thrawn's cooler than you anyway.
Careful, he'll turn you into an ashtray.
I'll say, faulty droid. The mechanics will take a look at him.
He can arrange that.
No, we've got that. We don't want to trouble you with that.
Our Jawa,
I don't answer.
Our Jawa can look at it.
We have our in-house mechanic. He can look at it.
You can say that. I'm not gonna say it.
Can I put over the comments to the team saying, can I finish having coffee now? Because I really like to do something else, just sit in this room and drink coffee. Jed just being Jed, scared of anything Imperial.
Don't worry, B1 is very, very scared of this guy. Just doesn't like him. At least he respects Thrawn.
That said, business as usual. We will look at acquiring more storage since it's not coming back, and getting the thing. I'll look at putting a requisition in for a new administrative droid.
I will do official notes, I guess.
Will you try and contact?
Because we got reassigned to Thrawn's team. I assume I have something to give reports directly. Well, not directly to Thrawn, but back up the chain to Thrawn. So I will put in my notes that go up the chain to him that we had Grandma Tarken come.
I thought you said Grandma Tarken.
Yeah, sorry.
Not Grandma.
No, I mumbled.
And the vision. The vision was delightful.
Like,
I'm sure he'll come with his Tweety bird every time.
No,
Yeah.
just think of the character, but just
Yeah,
do like
I'm
a
just
great
imagining like an
trade.
old
That's it.
elderly moth grandmother.
It'd be hilarious. Honestly, scary.
Doing her knitting.
That actually is scary. I like that. So yeah, I would just put it in the report that we had Grand Moff Tarkin come to visit and requested our data, but as San Diego was on a security sweep as per orders, it was not available. Is what I would say.
In those requisitions, I guess I put that up through Thrawn's administration.
Well, you can set it to go when the systems come back online.
Okay. Yes. I'll do that then. Hopefully things will be back up and running.
Okay. So yes, the shuttle takes off.
Yep.
And you find you've got a couple of hours left of the night before the station shuts down for the night. Did you want to get anything else done that night?
If there's nothing official left to do, I will go back to rehearsing my dueling and doing the training that I do with all my blasters and things, like cleaning them and making sure they're maintained and all that other stuff.
Kayana will do melee training because she's had a very hard day. She's had 2
If you like, we can
Imperial bigwigs
we can do
question
some
her. One of them ended
kickboxing
up
style, you know, training type stuff. Beat the crap out of each
Dead
other.
because you sent them somewhere.
I didn't do anything. They took themselves there. I did nothing. Hence why we get into this mess. But still. Yeah, I'll go do what I say, melee training until it's time for bedtime, I guess.
Okay.
I'm still at the casino winning.
Another jackpot?
Yes.
How much
He
did you
wins,
bring
he
in
loses.
officially?
Did he bet on the space horses?
He did.
Space horses?
Gold trip won today.
Yes.
Okay.
It was the Melbourne Cup today.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yep. Clearly,
Wait, what are
I'm not
the-
a betting person.
What are the dumb space horses' names though?
Oh, go on.
Oh god.
Pokey?
The mighty favor.
And Lapfar.
I like it.
You beat me to it.
Okay, yeah.
And the one called Horsey Horsey McHorseface.
Yes, horsey horses. What do we got? Sands
And Pokey.
and Pokey. Yeah. Those are good horse names. I like it.
And then you got one called Bill.
And
Yes.
and bring up the end of the field was Clag.
Very nice. Very nice.
Apparently he got what he was named.
Yes.
What about that one that was midfield, Palpatine's Sith?
No one really noticed him.
Oh gosh.
I like that one. That was
No.
good. Very clever.
And Palpatine's Sith coming up behind the group.
So we've got eBay at the casino, B1's sorting out the security systems. Does that mean everyone's got the 9 off otherwise?
Pretty much.
For the most part.
Well, I'm going to suggest that I'll put over the comms to everyone, other people are not doing stuff, saying, did you want to go for dinner, just relax? Just as we haven't relaxed for a while, I thought. I'll just say that.
I was gonna say, when was the last time you relaxed? Who knows?
We might as well.
I will be designated.
We've
driver.
earned it.
It's so rare that Jed offers to actually go out in public. I would totally go just to encourage that behaviour and that socialisation and engagement with her family. His family. Sorry.
His person that he knows.
Yeah.
They're
They're-
distant family.
They're, yeah.
Definitely not from the same clan.
Absolutely not.
It just happens to be on
So yes,
Mandalorian.
I'd absolutely go out to dinner with you.
Mhm.
You coming back
Yeah,
from
because
the
everyone's been
casino
stressed
to
out
have some
recently, so I'll
food?
suggest that. So.
Ugh, it's like we need
And I'll tell
way
eBay
more
that we can
money.
meet up later if he wants to meet us at the restaurant.
Food,
So.
more
Food,
money.
it's good food,
Spend
But there's food at the casino.
the
this is
money
food
on the
with people that are cool.
Fine.
people that are cool.
You like being one at all?
I would like B1, but if B1 wants to do the security system, I understand.
I would.
Oh yeah, no, he's saying it's just principle. As long as you invited him.
Yeah, I would invite him. I
If
know that his answer would be no, but I'd invite him anyway.
just in case, I would also
Yeah.
stop in and
Just
let you
'cause
know.
if you didn't, your food was he was going to pay them to poison your food.
Of course, it's understandable. I expected that. 90 minutes of that. So, now,
Yeah,
Yeah, well-
your nanny raised you with manners, okay?
Otherwise, you end up with X-Lax.
Though he does refer to his nanny as male on various occasions.
Yes. Manny. I guess. Male nanny.
so whenever ready, we'll use the Jawa car. Or what car?
Well, you don't really need the car on the space station because you
No.
can't really drive it around.
No.
But you do end up at Bantha Burger.
Yep.
Yeah, that's okay with me. I'm happy with that.
And you won't be
I
able to
just
drive it anyway because because it's coded for my paw print.
And they guarantee that no horses will be served tonight.
Mm.
I'm okay with that as long as everyone else was.
I'm very okay with that. I love horses.
In that case, we can bring your horses if you like horses that much.
I don't have any horses, so we're all good on that front. We can go by foot
Don't
traditionally.
lose your horses.
The mixed special? Yeah. Sorry.
It's a phrase.
Is it? Oh, okay. Sorry. Very
That's
slow
right.
to...
Anyway, if we all get there, I'll
Bantha Burger, it is.
Yes. So the Bantha Burger restaurant, which is probably the one of the rowdiest places on station that you can easily get a table at, and where Jed doesn't stand out.
See, perfect.
And they'll even serve anyone here, so you don't have to worry about droids getting turned away. Droids are welcome.
It's alright. B1's not coming anyway.
And while they're busily ordering food at the restaurant, B1 turns around and finds Betty and Sandemo carrying the memory cores back into the office.
Yo, what the hell? Where have you been? You caused so much trouble.
You hear Betty laugh. She goes, well, it wasn't you this time. Congratulations.
Grandpa Tarken showed up and he wanted all the info. And then I called him an asshole or something, and apparently I'm in trouble. And you guys are in trouble, and everyone knows, and somebody wanted to tell Thrawn. This is getting way out of hand.
Anyway, B1 snatches the drive out of their hands.
Give me those. Now, if going out to some dumb food restaurant those fleshy meat sacks need, go and see them and tell them what's going on.
Sandemo says he'll get them in the morning. He's got some more stuff he has to do tonight.
Oh, you're such an asshole!
He salutes you as he walks out.
Wish you were dead.
B1 kind of likes him, actually.
Well, the restaurant, let's go. So, what do we do now? Do we wait for Eddie and San Diego to come back, or how do you want to go with this?
So, do we wait for Betty and San Diego? Next scene, B1 yelling at Betty and San Diego.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't know this yet, so
Yeah, we don't know, yeah.
Kiana kind of just looks like completely phased out. Because keep in mind, like, last session was also today. So there's been a lot. And Kiana doesn't really want to do anything. She's kind of like,
After you...
not frozen, but like dead and numb.
I'm not even going to wait
yeah,
for you to
I'm just
actually
gonna
have
eat
burgers.
their
I'll just stuff a sundae
Absolutely.
in front of you, like ice cream
And that's where I'm just like,
chocolate and
Yeah, I'll
all
not,
the sugar
I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just
to deal
gonna be
with the
like,
shock.
"Ah."
Hopefully the sugar will kick in soon and
Absolutely.
you'll pick up.
Yeah, kind of not gonna say much, but basically just like best to let's just not have excitement for one night. One night.
So I'll always suggest that we give Gianna another extra balance ice cream as well.
Yeah.
On the way out.
Just fill her up with sugar, because then she'll have enough energy to get back home. Then she'll crash so hard she'll fall
I'll
asleep.
be taken to a bar by now, but it's Jess. It's Jess.
I don't think Kiana's in a drinking mood. I'm pretty sure she's happily anticipating the crash and the sleep part and the oblivion.
Anyway, so then I look
In
at,
response to your question, Jed, I would respond that we're not sure even if Sandemo's going to be coming back. So hopefully he does, but at least we know that he's in safe-ish hands, that Thrawn's able to protect him to some degree.
I have a feeling that I reckon he will come back.
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully
I got a
it's
feeling.
temporary.
I think there's a reason behind it. We'll find out eventually. So
Is Jed
Yeah.
saying this because the player knows that Sandemo's already back, or is Jed saying this because Jed's saying this?
Jed's just guessing here. So
Yep.
So
Yep, absolutely.
Jed's
Wink,
looking
wink,
at
Just
nod, nod.
predicting the future.
Nudge, nudge. Know what you mean?
yes.
Right.
Inner force power. I'm gonna call it.
And in
So
the
do I have to
business, we
carry
call
you
that
home?
foreshadowing.
And how would you prefer to be carried? Over the shoulder,
no,
or
I don't need to be
you know,
carried.
bodyguard
I'm just-
style?
I'm
I'm teasing.
physically perfectly fine. Mentally dead.
Alright, no, could I grab a salad from the top?
Yeah. I'll just finish writing this bit. It'll take me like half a minute.
Oh, good.
That's okay. So I do ask eBay how the casino went and get all the details.
It went really well.
Really well?
Came back with 25,000 credits.
In
Enough to buy me a
stocks,
car?
I'm sure you'll be able to credit one of these days.
Hmm.
You bought up some. You got 20,000 stocks in one of the Derilyn manufacturing companies.
Wait.
That was good. So anyway, I'm just trying to get conversation.
Just as an addendum to what I was saying about them coming back, I do mention to you that the recruit was waiting at the cafe for further messages, so the likelihood that Sandemo returns seems more probable than not. Because why else would he
I
be
agree.
stationed
I
there?
agree. I see the good in people for some reason, even B1 occasionally. So yeah.
Yeah.
Kayana's comlink jerks.
Yep. I'll say.
Hey,
Go.
you want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news. I don't think you can get worse at this point.
Well, I can't fix the mainframe.
Don't care.
I think the care factor is really low.
Go on. What was the good news?
He just wanted bad news to offset the great news that Sandemo's back.
Yeah.
Sandemo, Betty, and the hard drives are here, so I don't need to fix the mainframe.
Oh, thank God. So, with that, Kana will go to her bunk and just pass out.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to take the box?
Just go to bed. It's not Kayana's
She wants
worry
self-strength.
anymore.
B1 locks the door from the outside, and permits no one to enter.
What? So they can't get back from dinner?
No. When Kayana goes to bed.
Sorry, I had to ask that question because that would have been funny. I can't get in. Why can't I get in?
Why today of all days?
That might leave you to drink. Who knows?
Wait, put in the code to go to bed. Access denied. Try to go to bed again. Access denied.
Yeah, basically.
I'll probably go to bed.
Congratulations, B1 actually feels sorry for you.
That is nice. B1 actually feels.
So as everyone's about to go to sleep, they hear a emergency broadcast come through the station, saying that the Derilyn system has been has tried to revolt against the Empire and been suppressed.
Sorry, who tried to revolt?
And there's footage of 3 Star Destroyers shooting from orbit, destroying all the major cities on the planet.
Which planet, sorry? Is this
Derilyn.
Derilyn.
So, I think your stock's tanked.
Oh!
They were in a recovery so they're going to do
We'll
quite
call
well.
that an inverted parabolic dive.
It's kind of like the Stark Enterprises government agency thing.
And the Imperial forces have declared the area off limits to non-military personnel. And it has become the local penal colony of the sector. Any crime occurring incarceration will be held on the remains of the planet's surface.
Yep.
And Kesley's cup. Oh, and Bob.
Just a reminder, Martin, is that where a couple of my friends might be?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, okay.
That was really easy to get my
Non-military personnel, that includes us. We're denied access, right?
You're technically not part of the military, you're part of intelligence.
That's what I thought.
As the Imperial Navy has interdicted the system.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that's all before we go to bed, Martin, is it?
That is as you're trying to go to bed.
Okay. I might have a talk to Bayer in the morning. We'll just sit and go for a walk.
I'm still up training if you want to chat to me before bed.
Yeah, I might do that just to pop into training, ask how she's going with the training, and then just say that I have some concerns on that news, and I might just say that I've got friends on that place that are very close to me. So,
Sorry, what was the planet's name again?
Derilyn.
Derilyn. Do you...
It's the...
Can you indicate which friends?
the fairies
I just want to
friends.
see if I can maybe... Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay, you mean Wookiees. Well, how about we maybe talk to... I'm not sure about this, actually. I was thinking about whether or not we ask B1 whether or not he can get information about any Wookiees that we might know of escaping, or... You know what we can do? We can monitor the wanted lists, because if your friends are still alive, they will be wanted.
Let's just,
So-
I'll say in a way that makes it easy to understand. It's one particular furry friend.
Yeah, no, I know which furry friend,
Okay.
but I
Alright.
figured if I generalised, it'd be a bit safer. But
Yeah.
what I might do is I just might monitor the frequencies and just see whether
Yeah.
or not...
I'll do the same thing, but I just thought I'd just let you know that I'm not concerned because they're quite adaptive to their environments, but it's more that if we see anything come up, mention a certain a piece of fur on a person's body, that we
Yeah.
know what we need to do about it. Okay? So,
Yeah. I have some ideas, so let it sit with me.
Okay. I can go and say good luck with
Yep.
your training. And I'll go to bed.
Thank you. Yeah, I continue. I think I'll work on, because it's late at night, I don't want to annoy anyone, so I'll work on my gun blaster maintenance capacity. I need to get better at shooting things and hitting things in general. It's not a lot of use to me right now, but eventually it might be. I also might want to see if there's in terms of investigation and that. Are there courses run for the Rangers where they can learn investigative techniques and keep up to date with that?
There are.
I might sign up for those, and when I've got some money, I might spend it on, or XP or whatever it is, spend it on that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Cool.
Okay, so in the morning when you get up, it's all over the news of the station that apparently it's the some sort of Tarken protocol has been initiated on the planet Derilyn.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
God, not only does he have
I have regrets right now. Regrets I'm keeping to myself, but right now Thea's like, I had my blaster, he was right there. And sure, they would have executed me, but he'd be dead. And that would be better.
And from what they say,
Coffee
basically rule through fear.
Yeah.
That is sort of whispered amongst some of the
Yeah.
people. It's not stated openly. It's just sort of,
Right. Indicated.
Mm.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are wondering which system's going to be next, because there's no reports of what the actual rebellion or revolt was on the planet. Just that it was declared a revolt, and
The meow virus was struck again.
Right. Because it was under sanctions for a while.
Mm.
And then Elrood was placed on sanctions, and now there's this bombing on Derilyn.
Do we have
So we
anyone
can
important
we can
on
almost-
Elrood?
That's just where we were previously.
Yeah, so we don't have
for
anyone
us,
important.
we don't
there.
have anybody important on Elrood. Family-wise, all of our family's on Coin.
The
And we're
next-
Coin's in the middle. So basically, as far as we know, the Imperials are going end to end and going inwards.
The next day I'm gonna
And that's where our people are.
send off a few messages, if I can, to a couple of the people I got to know well on Elrood. It'll be along lines of, oh, I hope your business is going well. By the way, I've heard there's some better business opportunities that would suit you just great on other planets. Which I heavily encourage you to do, considering, you know, what I learned about you and that, and hopefully they get the message and get their asses off planet. Because I did make a bunch of friends there over the, I think it was a year.
Yeah, just about.
So,
yes.
yeah.
We send off your various messages to people you know.
So I'll mention the news about the planet so that they can kind of link it, but none of it would arouse any, you know.
Could I send as private message as I can to Dom Diesel about what's been going on, that sort of thing, and how I can
Hey, Dom,
extrapolate?
did you hear the news? They've locked down and blown up whole planet.
Yeah, basically just being like, this is movement in the area. We as Sector Rangers are doing our duty the best we can, but I do foresee further sanctions in the area until the terrorist activity can be under wraps. Terrorist activity under wraps. That whole, like, kind of indicating to Donnie so that maybe the sector isn't the safest for the family at this stage. Which, we're at the outer sector. I don't know where else we can go. We're there!
And when you send that off, you get a message coming in from higher up in the Imperial chain saying you now have the authority to detain and send people to prison for suspected activity without proof.
For safety reasons, right?
All for the safety of the Empire.
For the safety of the Empire. Yay!
So if you find anyone suspected of rebellious activity, you can basically send them to the prison for years.
Having suffered your loss, are you messaging all of your cousins about the wiseness of investments in the area?
No, I'm logging back into
Trying to sell on your shares to your cousins.
Treegum's account and using his account to buy my shares at a inflated price.
Because that's how you make money as a Jawa.
Okay, as you try to sell your shares, you find that your shares have been locked. Apparently the Empire has seized your shares.
Wow.
I blame
And as you try to transfer the money, they have also taken all of Treegum's money as well for trying to buy your shares.
I'm the richest Jawa now.
Ow. Oh dear.
And then you get this alert on your Jawa app saying Treegum's got a wanted poster up now.
Your Wookiee friend was
Ooh.
called Stumpy, wasn't she?
Yes.
Yep. That was to Mark. But yeah, come on. Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
wanted
that's just-
for embezzlement against the Empire.
Stumpy?
No, not Stumpy.
No. Oh.
Treegum.
Trigon.
Oh.
With a 100 credit bounty.
Only 100 credits. I mean, I'd turn him in if it was more.
That's. Is Treegum gonna be okay?
I mean, if the bounty was more, I'd turn him in.
The Jawas, don't worry about it.
I'm worried. I'm very worried.
No, they're Jawas. Treegum will just blame somebody else for it, or jib somebody else. It's a vicious cycle of Jawa.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that that's true.
It's we only care about
Who cares? They're only Jawas.
Jawas. It's okay. Even Genesys.
Well, I know that B1 may not hold a lot for Jawas, and that B1 in his own way is trying to reassure me, but I having known eBay, I've become quite attached to the little guys.
You mean eBay, who has consistently shafted his relatives at every chance?
He hasn't shafted us.
His relatives we're talking about.
Yes, but not
And not
us.
that you know of.
True.
Angel Halo.
See, I have a bit of a mixed thing. This person is not in the character, but because I did have a bounty on Jawas, and eBay knows that I had a bounty on Jawas. So that's Parker, but not as Jet. So I feel that I'm jaded in some way, but not too jaded. So, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
I'm going. It'll be fine. They'll be fine. They look after themselves pretty well.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
eBay does get a message from Gumtree.
Hello?
He left you a message.
Ah.
The message is in Jawaese, saying that he'll be back later.
His spelling is atrocious.
Treegum's name might turn into something a little bit more abbreviated or misspelled. What's that thing where you change all the letters into a new word?
Big Latin.
No. Anagram. Yeah. Treegum might become an anagram of Treegum's name.
Country.
Maybe not as obviously, but yeah.
Now I have to think of how to do that.
Yeah, I am too.
And he apologizes for borrowing money from your account as he's got seized.
What about me grunt? Me grunt? No?
God, I won't remember that.
As you look, you notice that he emptied one of your accounts.
This will come off as sounding really horrible and a bit rude and all that, but it could be Grut me. You'd remember that, right?
Or greet Mew.
Pardon?
Greet Mew.
Greet Mew?
Yeah. GREET
Greet
MU.
Greet Mew. Yeah. Oh, there you go. You got 3 choices.
Huh.
We're all working on it.
I like how this is the hardest we're thinking. All gay. It's just like, how do we come up with Space Force names? How do we make an anagram of Treegum's name?
Yeah.
Have you told us everyone at the moment, or you just keep it to yourself? Or?
Have I told what?
About Treegum.
No, I've kept it to myself.
Okay, cool. Because I was going to say, Dead Meat Sex sounds a good one too.
Really? Are you just playing to the B1 crowd?
Hey, got to support my brother as well.
Hey, settle down.
And then Kayana gets a report from ISB that there is suspected Jawa embezzlement happening on the station. And they have flagged the Treegum as suspicious and locked his accounts.
In other news, water is wet.
And they request that you gather up all associated Jawas and send them their way.
I suggest we dress eBay up as a...
Hairless Jawa.
I was going to suggest maybe some green makeup and...
They can't tell the Jawas apart, right?
Because of the Twilight.
Yeah. How do they know that this Jawa knows that Jawa? They don't know.
That's what they said. Brand up all associated Jawas.
Yeah. I've rounded up all associated Jawas. There are no associated Jawas.
But you have a prime example of what eBay could look like. See? We could get him some ears, sit through the hood. Green ears?
No.
The hood would cover the face.
I was gonna say, have you seen
I'm joking.
Oh goodness.
It was funny to think about for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I will do an investigation and see what my investigation turns up about all Jawas on station. I don't know how many Jawas are on station.
It's about 300.
Yeah. So what I find out, it's gonna take a while.
One thing you do notice is the Empire has denied any Jawa transit from the station.
Great.
Are we going to need to get special dispensation from Thrawn for eBay? Might be something we have to look into. I'm going to put the Imperial's alleged embezzlement. So what are we up to now, guys?
So my understanding of Jawas working with eBay, are they all related?
No one really knows the family tree because it's one of those everyone sleeps with everyone thing.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's just a circle.
Yeah, the family gene pool is more like a puddle.
This is not the place for adventures, is it? Wouldn't be surprised if we're all called back home so that we can all move.
Can I do my investigation but do it badly?
You can.
Make it look like I'm doing my job, but
Well,
it's just
let's
so
put it this
happens that-
way. I won't help you.
Oh wait,
I'm too busy.
hold on. You know what they do to incompetent people in the Empire?
They promote them.
No, they kill them.
Oh.
And you've already lost your data once.
So
we have to do this investigation.
unfortunately.
I guess talk to eBay and
Yeah. So I guess I will talk to eBay and let eBay know, as a consultant for the Sector Rangers, we have been given our current investigation is to investigate any Jawas associated with tree gum. In your consultant C powers, can you tell us anybody associated with tree gum?
You list all the cousins you don't like.
Amazon.
I was gonna say, you've had
with
quite
ones
a-
that haven't helped us.
No, he's had a beef with Amazon this whole time.
Oh well, yeah, okay.
The only body who's helped us is Marketplace.
Yeah, Amazon.
You're gonna lose all of your cousins.
He's got more, I'm sure.
Just makes me more wealthy.
You're gonna have to think. You got 2 weeks to come up with more cousin names.
Yeah, Amazon. Auctions DOLA. And online grades.
Alright, with those names.
There's also Brother Richie as well.
With those names,
it
I'll
was
ask you,
Amazon.
how many do you know are on station?
All of them.
Yeah, I mean, there were a few of them at the casino. Was it last night?
Yep.
At the casino last night.
I'll do that.
So they should still be either at the casino or, but yeah, they'd still be here.
Yep. I will then give the. I'm trying to think who's more confident, us or the recruits. I will give the recruits orders to find and. I don't want to say capture, that sounds mean. But yeah, find and
Detained.
detain. Amazon and the two others that.
They can
Yeah,
capture
that's
them.
Well, find and detain is much better than find and eliminate.
Yeah.
Or find and deal with and leave it open.
Yep. So, yeah, that was really funny. Yeah, I will give the recruits the order to apprehend the 3 Jawas named. Yeah, that's their job.
After about an hour, they bring in 20 Jawas.
And they all said that they were Amazon and the other ones.
Well, it's a bit hard to tell.
Come on, guys. I never actually said that I wanted proper Ewok medical experiment subjects. I was just floating in. Oh, this is something else. Sorry.
Sorry.
Um,
I got excited for a moment there.
And most of them ring up as either Amazon or one of the others because they have very similar codes.
Gotcha.
So they count as
So
related.
what were the ones that you turned in? Amazon?
Auctions, DOLA. And
Sorry, no, it's not you.
and
DOLA. Yep.
and online grays.
Online. Grays. So, what's that? Bid 1, auction 1. The alternate to Grays Online. That could be a new connection.
I was gonna say you should.
I think it's 1 bid, so it'd be bid 1. There you go. There's one name for
And
you for
there's
next week.
female cousin named
there's-
Sheen.
And there's auctions pickle.
Okay, well, just a second. Let me write down possible new cousins' names. There
Okay,
was-
so yes, apparently 20 of your cousins have been rounded up as suspicious. And you find out that
We'll
5
leave
of
it
them
there.
didn't survive rounding up.
What? What did they do? What did my recruits do?
Sorry, what happened to our recruits?
I know they're very tiny, but you shouldn't be killing.
What happened to the recruits?
5 Jawas did not survive the detaining.
They resisted.
Who were detaining them?
Our recruits.
Our recruits were.
Yeah.
Right, I want them in the room.
Well, it's because the Jawas were
I
resisting
don't
arrest.
give a F, F, and F. I want the recruits responsible for killing the 5 Jawas in the room.
Absolutely.
Okay, so yes, it's one of the recruits.
Okay. How? Why? Explain. How do you not have the professional capacity at this stage of your training to be able to subdue a little Jawa, let alone have to kill them?
Okay, give me a perception roll.
I have a rank in perception, and I think it's intellect.
This is actually Sunday mode.
Cunning.
It is cunning.
Cunning. So just a 2.
I have
A normal 2.
And it'd be up against 1 purple.
Yep.
It's not that hard to find, but it's possible to miss. Apparently, you give him a dressing down and don't really...
Yep, and they'll be sanctioned. They'll be required to redo their training when it comes to detaining and organising people. And I will be docking their pay, and I'll be putting that sum towards the Jawas' families. They killed 5 Jawas. That there's got to be consequences. You don't do that just.
More casino money.
I'll consider about how to distribute those monies at a later stage to ensure it doesn't just end up in eBay's pocket necessarily.
If you ended up with a failure in your observations,
Okay.
and yes, so yes, you reprimand him and tell him you're docking his pay and stuff.
Were they actually justified in that?
Well, they didn't. They didn't get a chance to explain.
Okay, well, I'll ask them also for a full report so that maybe later on, if I come across doing wrong, I can at least recognise my mistake. That's horrible, though.
They say they will fill in a report
Yeah.
when they get time.
No, that's what they're doing now. They're doing a detailed report.
Okay.
5, though.
I actually need my third question. Oh, it's fine.
So there was 20 brought in,
Mm-hmm.
So
and
that means 25 were
25 all up.
Hey guys, I do apologise. I'm going to head off.
Okay, David. Thanks for joining as long as you could.
Yeah.
We will see you tomorrow
No
night.
worries. Have a great night.
You
Bye.
too.
So yes, you have B1 has disappeared for a while.
So good. Sounds like be one thing. I was gonna
Hopefully.
in fact, I was just gonna ask, to in your consultancy prowess, to your knowledge, which of these Jawas are associated with the 3 named? So we'll wait for Mike to come back to answer that question, however he wants to answer it. But yeah, whatever he indicates, that's who I'm gonna turn in and consider my job complete. So
Am I wrong in being outraged by them killing?
You can be as outraged as you like.
Well, that just seems frightening that they're doing that. Hopefully I'm not overreacting.
no, you're good.
Well, it really does depend on circumstances.
Well, that's why I've asked for a full report, and I can go from the full report.
Unfortunately,
But they've been told off.
Unfortunately, I rolled very bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah,
And not all the time you notice everything.
exactly.
So yes, that person spends time filling out a report.
Yeah. Perfect.
Except now my BPD is kicking in. I'm worried about hurting an imaginary character and the pain that they're going through. About being falsely accused of killing these people on purpose. So my whole BPD brain has just dived into this
Into that whole
massive
thing, and it's
rabbit hole.
And yeah, you have to remind yourself.
My
that
psychologist is going to love that.
it's gonna be fun. No, it's a thing. You just have to remind yourself this is just
Yeah.
a game. It's not real.
Hey guys, it's Mark here. Look, I'm gonna have to head off too because my
Losing all our
work's
players.
getting a bit too much at the moment, so I'm gonna have a bit of a rest. So is this okay? So,
Okay, Mark.
No
we'll
worries.
catch you next time.
I'll
Rest
get
up.
on Friday hopefully. So.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be good to see
Okay.
you.
Yeah, great
Thanks
time
everyone.
with
Have a
you.
good game. Rest of
Thank
the
you
day.
for
Good
coming.
night.
Okay, see you later. So yes,
Do we still have Ross?
Yeah, we
You still
still
have
have
Ross?
Ross.
Cool.
Perfect.
and you have the report of 20 Jawas that are potential suspects.
Yep.
And the Imperial mandate says that they're happy with taking those 20 suspects as guilty.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, I will turn in however many
eBay.
Ibea says to turn in, because Ibea is our official consultant and obviously is not involved at all. So, even though it was Ibea's fault.
Quite possibly.
So,
Might end up in combat before the end of the game over protecting these Jawas.
for real though.
Mm.
So yeah, with that.
It might be a Jawa rebellion. We might find ourselves having to contain things.
Well, I'm sure you wouldn't want to use the word rebellion around too many Imperials.
No. Hopefully that was clear that I was making that comment as a player.
I know. That's what I was saying. You probably wouldn't want to make it around too many Imperials. Okay, so yes, you have a report come in saying that the Jawas who died all the remains were not recoverable,
What? Okay.
and that they have been verified as having died while trying to escape, with very little details on how they died.
Okay. Because, like, it might be a thing that, if Bea wants to say, yeah, the 5 Jawas that died, those were the guys.
Then maybe all the rest can be let go.
Yes. But that's if that's what Bea wants.
Well, you could put this all towards Mike, and
Yep.
he can decide what eBay would
You
do.
kind of walked off right when I needed to ask you a question, unfortunately.
When you've got to go,
Legal.
you've got to go.
But anyway,
Look at that
so
legal.
here's the dilemma. There's 20 Jawas turned in, 5 dead. I need a Bea in his consultancy capacity to tell me which of the 25 Jawas were involved. Is it just the 5 that died, or was it some of the other 20? Indicating that is it just the 5 that died
As in involved in what?
in the
embezzlement.
Oh, sorry.
The
Because-
thing that you did.
You know, if all the
it
people
was-
responsible died, then everyone else could go home.
As through my cunning, it was as far as I'm aware, it was just the 5.
How convenient! Awesome. That is lovely. I think. Thank you, Eve.
So you've got the IDs turned in for the 5 that died, but you don't actually have the bodies because apparently the bodies were unrecoverable.
Yes. So we have the IDs that we can turn in, at least. So I'll turn in the IDs, and I'll say that bodies were unrecoverable at this stage through good intelligence. These are the we suspected at least 3 of these Jawas, but it was all 5 that were involved in the scheme. Is what I will put in my report to the Empire.
Okay, so your report goes through quite nicely. You do get a accommodation for your excellent use of what's the best word for saying that? Excellent use of initiative in getting the job done.
Yay, I did something good.
And eBay gets a message from one of his cousins who apparently died saying, wish you were here. But
Deleted.
With a palm tree on an island.
and
And
a
a
picture
Jawa
and a
in
picture of
full
the
cloak.
credits that he stole from you with him.
Deleted.
Doesn't have a picture of himself, just as a picture of the credits.
Deleted.
What now, friends?
So yes, the 5 that died got away.
They actually escaped.
So no one was actually killed?
Nope. You had a really bad fail roll.
I'm gonna need to learn how to roll with numb hands. I can write with numb hands now, but that's because this one and this one work, so
Hey, there you go.
they do most of the...
So yes, you managed to stop a Java embezzlement group.
Yeah, we totally did that.
And you also get a message from Sandemo saying that he's looking at doing an investigation off planet for a while.
Does he need the sector rangers for security?
He says, no, he sort of needs to disappear for a little while
Are
he's
you
investigating.
sure? Are you really, really sure you don't need us? Just 2 of us in particular?
Please.
No, 3? Oh, okay, 6.
Okay.
Can't think of anyone I'd actually leave behind.
Tell him I wish him well on his journey. Definitely don't say may the force be with you, but just what it is.
Though he does tell you that he's doctored some of the files on the server, so that they won't flag anything in the future.
Okay, sounds good.
There's all various jobs that people didn't need to know about.
Alright. What next, dear friends?
What next, dear friends?
Yes.
I will. Yeah, with that, I'll wish him bon voyage, all that sort of stuff, and that should he need any assistance off planet, let us know. So.
Yeah, he said he will.
Yep. Cool. So.
He goes off and wishes each of you a good luck in the future.
Yep. We'll miss him. Where's my buddy? With that, I guess, and talking with Khaled and Thea, and I guess technically as well, Jed, as a family, what do you think is our next step here? I sent a
Have we
message.
heard anything back from Dom?
I guess, yeah.
Dom still doesn't know the message yet. It's still on.
I was gonna say it's probably still on its way. Yeah. So I sent a message off to Dom to let the family know of our current happenings.
Well, unless we get any response from him, we don't know whether or not we're in a position where we could resign where we are currently. If we did, would that mean we'd be chased down by the Imperials?
And or Thrawn.
I don't know what options we do have until we get some indication from the family what our options are. And to be honest, I'd really appreciate direction in terms of what to do. I'm really feeling let down that we don't have more direction.
It's one of those things where we're kind of out on our own currently.
Well, yeah, and we're not in a good position, and I feel very purposeless right now, and I'm not comfortable. Like that, I really want to.
Yeah, guess the best we can think of is wait to see if Dom and the family reply.
Is there any way we can speed the message up?
It's
Drink it
a
yourself.
secret message, I guess. But
The only way you can speed it up is to take it yourself.
Yeah, which means us going to coin, but we would have to have just reason for going to coin.
We suspect there might be more Jawas on coin.
That means that we would have Imperials following us.
Is coin in the range sector area of under which we overlook?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's so.
So could we just go there as a part of upkeeping our duties in the area sector ranges?
By technicality, but we need to have just cause for leaving Terrinoth as we've just kind of arrived in the area. So we could do it.
Well,
easily.
it's not that we're leaving. We're going...
we're patrolling is what
Yeah.
we're doing.
Yeah.
But we need to we can't just get here, all this stuff happens, go immediately. We need to be kind of dawdling along to get there to make it look not suspicious.
I don't know. We don't have to move the whole office, do we?
No, we don't need to move the office. What I'm saying, patrol wise, if we have all this stuff happening and we've just investigated stuff.
Well, that's it. We've just tied up a lot of loose ends here.
But if we go immediately to coin, they'll be like, well, what further loose ends are you following up there?
Well, let's say we're not following up loose ends.
What I'm saying is, jumping straight to coin is suspicious.
What's in between then?
We need to go to Mercy? Is what it is? In between?
In between is Marisi and Korad.
Yeah.
You know, we could do that.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm open to suggestions,
We'll
but I'm
do-
just not into sitting here twiddling my thumbs.
no, that's what I'm saying. Is you patrol around Terrinoth, then you patrol around Mercy, then you patrol around Korat, and that's how you get to coin.
Well, maybe we should at least move on from here.
What I'm saying is we would need to investigate Terrinoth first. Or we would need to circle Terrinoth, then move on. Not a full, like, investigation, just, like, circle.
What do you mean by circle, though? I thought we've already been here doing stuff.
We've been on, so this is the planet, this is the station. This
Yeah.
is where we've been
Yeah.
doing stuff.
Yeah.
We haven't been on planet.
Oh, so we need to go down to the actual planet.
Yes.
Okay. Why haven't we done that yet?
Because we've had stuff happen.
A lot
Okay.
of stuff have been happening on the
Alright,
space
so
station.
well then
Yeah.
we at least need to do that bit then.
Yes.
Though you could even send your troop, your recruits.
Yeah,
to-
our recruits can, like, they're patrolling Terrinoth. So what we could do, verify everything's good on Terrinoth, have the recruits there, then we move to Mercy.
Okay.
Just investigate and just doing patrols of Mercy, not investigating anything, not.
I'm not in disagreement of any of it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, when can we do this? Or how much longer are we going to stay here?
We're in the day, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
You could basically spend a week here and then head off.
Yeah, that would be the
Yeah.
the best timeline, I think.
Yep.
With that, I think that would get us to realistically safely getting to coin in.
It's not that I need to
Fortnite?
rush there, I just feel like we're not doing much here. In terms of actual good, you know. It'd be.
Well, that's because we need time to investigate. We haven't investigated anything yet.
Yeah, so I don't mind spending another week here. I just kind of need more direction as to what our long-term plans are going to be.
That's what I'm not sure about.
Yeah, that's where Thea, as a character, is frustrated. She can't see what the long-term
long-term goal.
looks like,
Yeah.
and she wants to know what that looks like. So if that's heading to coin, and we spend a week or a month here first and then move on, she just wants that kind of map, I guess, laid out of.
Yeah.
And you're our senior sector ranger.
How does Scarlet feel about this kind of plan of, like, slowly making our way to coin to see how the family feels?
Well, we do need to treat lightly due to the fact that this Tarken is being a bit more heavy-handed
Yep.
and more not as Thrawn actually would find where the trouble is and neutralise it, while it looks like Tarkin just basically goes, yeah, there's trouble here, we'll just give the entire area.
I don't disagree necessarily about the pacing in that. I just want to know what we're actually, what our purpose is going to be now.
We have threats on two sides, and our purpose is to make it look like we're doing our job without giving off any indication to either threat on either side. Thrawn is our
Thrawn
threat,
and
and
Tarkin.
Tarkin is our threat. We need to make it look like we're doing what we're told by them, while also
Even if they're competing
Okay,
terms.
so
they're on competing terms. So we need to look
Yeah.
like we're doing our job.
yeah, fair enough.
As much as possible. Otherwise, like, we're putting ourselves and our family at risk.
Yeah, okay.
And in that week, you hear of atrocities happening in other sectors, as it gets labelled the Tarkin Doctrine.
I thought it was a protocol
Well,
upgraded.
that it's been upgraded as
Okay.
this is now the
Fair enough.
procedure they're all following. And the shoot first and ask questions later
Just as an
is
aside, you're not allowed to watch Andor anymore. You just can't. You're not allowed to.
I haven't watched it yet. I need to watch it.
Amusingly, a lot of this stuff does come from the books and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so yes, and it turns out it actually was written about 10 years ago.
What was written?
The Tarkin Doctrine.
Oh, okay. Why is it only being implemented now then?
Most of the people weren't in favour of it.
Okay. So, slowly removing obstacles as he goes.
As all the new up-and-coming captains and officers are willing to implement such things.
Yeah, I'm being either intimidated or otherwise convinced. Okay.
And so yes, I think we'll end up the session with you guys heading out to Coin as I figure
To
out.
Coin, or aren't we having to spend...
Well, like, doing our patrols, but heading towards...
Yes. Okay, yeah, because...
Actually, which is the closest system?
Marisi.
yeah, that's where we'll move on to next.
Shouldn't we just basically go from the closest system and then slowly work out?
Well, that's
that's
what
what
we're
we're
and that's
doing.
what I was asking originally. I'm like, are we just gonna stay here on the space station? Just it didn't seem like the job I signed up for as Sector Ranger was to be kind of sitting on the space station. So I didn't realise that we needed to move around each system. So now that not we're doing that now, we always were doing that, but my brain didn't know that that's what we were doing.
Yeah, so we're making slow patrols towards Coin is our family goal. Our Sector Ranger goal is to continue patrols as normal, and our Imperial goal is to follow the orders from both Thrawn and Tarken as given to us. With Thrawn being our commanding Imperial guy. I guess. I don't know. Hard to say.
It's hard to tell who's your command when the Imperial structure at that level is murky.
Exactly.
My guess is eBay's personal goal is to try and remake the money he lost to all his cousins. You might start reporting on your cousins more often now. Make sure you get the money first, rather than lose the money.
Yep.
We don't have San Diego now, so that might actually make things a bit harder on an investigative level.
Yes.
It's a shame. Will you stare longingly out the window, wondering what could have been?
Just like, he was so organized. I'm going to miss him.
He had OCD, I'm sure of it. It was perfect.
Absolutely. So yeah, so we'll end the session then?
Yeah, we'll end the session there.
Okay, perfect.
Because I unfortunately retired as well.
Yeah, no, totally.
I'm in pain, but pain's been bad all day. But
So yes, you
I can
do,
hear my voice changing.
you do find a lot of things out, and with the whole Empire putting down its fist to stop people doing stuff.
I thought the last session was scary. This is scarier.
Did you join a Star Wars game or a horror game?
Both.
Yeah, probably.
That's
A
fun.
little bit of light gambling and convenient embezzlement.
And funny droids. Honestly, sounds like a Star Wars. So.
Yeah, actually, yes. The
Sounds
droid is supposed to be the comic relief, right?
Yeah.
You're on the bright
I
side,
don't know
you
that
weren't
they
in the
would
middle
see it that
of
way.
the putting down of the rebellion.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's a good
Could've
thing we
been a
were
lot
on
worse.
Derilyn. Because, like, I kind of was thinking of going to Derilyn. So I guess not anymore.
Yeah, because there was a point there where like we could help, maybe, but we're kind of stuck. And I understand we can't quit our jobs as such. I just didn't.
But we can disappear.
I didn't understand what the future direction would be, so now I know that'll help. Concentrate or focus.
Yeah, think
What
of
I
it
wanna
in
do.
terms of family goals, Sector Ranger goals. and
Yeah, it
goals.
helps having it split up like that. And to be honest, I do get confused.
And you can add in personal goals that you want.
Yeah, personal goals. If you have any yourself.
Oh, I have no idea what. Theo wants to resign, so
Well,
you know.
one of Thay's personal goals is to get better with melee weapons.
Yeah,
and
I am working
be
on
able
that.
to regain armor and honor and all that sort of stuff.
I think right now the forefront goal is
Survival.
not be a sector ranger anymore, really. But to be honest, if you asked her what she would be instead,
kind of
the
having
options
a
are
crisis
really
because
limited.
she's essentially giving up her duty, which
doesn't seem like an option at all. So
No.
she's trying to figure out how to do that.
Yeah. And how to
like,
cope.
And how to cope with that. So
And
she's
to
having
be
a bit of
honest,
an existential crisis right now.
A fair few of us might end up having, you know, in an organised world, you know, we would all respond as expected, but we might not be able to do that.
See, what Kayana needs right now is Dom to tell her, quit the Sector Rangers.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't say that, Kayana doesn't know what to do.
And Thea's kind of in the same position.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Absolutely.
I have a feeling the answer won't be you're allowed to quit, because I don't see us being able to do that without being hunted down real fast.
Exactly. Because I don't think there's any quitting in the Empire.
No, I'm pretty sure there's not.
We accept your resignation. Boom.
Exactly.
No, I think it's more like, poof, we accept your resignation.
Yeah.
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 That's
Or some
more where it
American
goes.
black cloak and a respirator comes along.
Oh no.
Well, technically, if you squish that Darth Vader up there, you can have the right sound effects.
There
And
we
he
go.
hasn't been hugged recently, so
Oh no.
he's a neglected Darth Vader as well.
So thank you very much for playing, Ross.
Yep.
And
Thank
we're
you,
going
Ross.
to put it on end credits. And I will see you tomorrow night.
No, unfortunately, I'm working.
Oh,
That's a shame.
So I'll catch you later then.
We shall
Yep.
catch you later.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you very much for playing.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
bye-bye.